Aloha, I'm Madriaga, Juggernaut Training Systems and Juggernaut AI athlete, and this is my 2022 USPA Slaying Weights meet recap. Now, this was my 5th meet using Juggernaut AI, my 6th meet ever, and my 2nd as a Juggernaut athlete. And I really just had one goal and one goal only going into this one, and that was to finally get a USPA elite total. And spoiler alert, I did just that using Juggernaut AI. Now for my weight class, 82.5 kilos, the cutoff is 670 kilos or 1,477 pounds. And this last summer at USPA Nationals, I just missed it by 5 kilos or 11 pounds. And I was kind of bummed about it, but I knew at my next meet, not only would I hit that total, but I would smash that total. And I basically just did that. Part of the reason was because, honestly, I switched from being a high bar squatter to a low bar squatter. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that it shouldn't really make that much of a difference, and I guess that's just dependent on your leverages, because for me, the difference was night and day. Now, I originally switched because high bar squats were giving me a lot of pain in my hips for the last couple of years, and I thought that was just a byproduct of getting a little older. And I thought, hey, why not switch to low bar squats just to see what happens? And surprisingly, the pain went away almost immediately. And I added a ton of weight to my squats, like a surprising amount of weight to my squats almost immediately. So the secondary little side quest goal for the meet was to test drive the new squat and see how it felt on the platform. Now I weighed in 81.4 kilos or 179.5 pounds, which is the second lightest I've ever weighed in for a meet. Was able to refeed and rehydrate really well that day and got back up to 190 pounds before bedtime. And I actually slept this time. Usually I can't sleep the night before a meet, and I actually slept like pretty well. So I woke up the next day, refed, rehydrated, well rested, and I was ready to go on meet day. So now let's talk squats. First lift. Now, this still blows my mind because I opened with a huge PR. Previously, my best squat was about 491 pounds, and I did that on my 3rd squat at Nationals. And I opened this time with 235 kilos or 518 pounds. And originally, I was gonna open even heavier than that. But honestly, I talked to Coach Chad Wesley Smith and said, hey, I'm a little nervous about this squat. Can I maybe just drop it down a little bit? And so we dropped it down, and again, 235 kilos, 518, and it moved like an opener should. It was quick, it was fast, it was easy. 3 white lights, no problems. Confidence was super high going into the second squat, 247.5 kilos or 546 pounds, which was an all-time squat PR for me by 1 pound. I hit 545 in training, but hey, I'll take that 1 pound. Every pound counts on the platform because I did it, again, where it counts, on the platform. 3 white lights, and it moved a little slow. It came up a little slower than I wanted to. I think I might have lost my balance a little bit coming up, but got the lift. Again, 3 white lights, no problem. Going into my 3rd, I decided to try to be a little conservative. I did it, I picked 252.5 kilos or 557 pounds because now that I was going into uncharted territory, I thought, hey, why not just play it safe? And I got stuck, descended to the hole, no problem, hit depth, no problem, and came up with it a little bit and simply just ran out of gas. Now, I honestly think mostly it has to do with because of my new squat style, that I was not accustomed to squatting over 500 multiple times in one session, let alone on the platform. So, whatever. I was still stoked about my 2nd squat because it was still a 25 kilo or 55 pound meet PR for me. And again, a 1 pound all-time PR. So that was really cool. Now, going into bench, I was a little nervous about this lift, probably more so than any lift, because one of the downsides to switching to low bar squats was I started getting crazy tendonitis in my arms. So the trade-off to the hips was to the arms. So what can you do? I had found out though, through lots of trial and error, that it helped for me to use a Talon grip on the bar. So basically that's just kind of putting these 3 and the pinky underneath the bar. That actually helped tremendously. Unfortunately, I found that out like a week or so before the meet, so kind of too late, but at least my arms got a little bit of a rest for that week. So I opened with 155 or 342 pounds just to kind of play it safe. and it moved actually better than I expected. 3 white lights, no problems whatsoever. So I was thinking, hey, maybe my arms might be cooperating for the meet. Second bench, 162.5 kilos or 358 pounds. Again, moved surprisingly well because I mean, there were some sessions during my peaking phase that I couldn't even bench. I honestly had to skip it in the app because I just simply couldn't bench. My arms refused to cooperate. Again, though, 3 white lights, and I actually tied my all-time best meet PR with that 358, so that was really cool. Now for my third, I was feeling good. I was feeling ready. I was ready to hit big numbers and went for 167.5 kilos or 369 pounds, which would have been an all-time PR for me. And I actually got it up and it moved better than I expected. I locked it out, but my butt came off the bench and somehow both side judges caught it. And so 2 reds, one white, but whatever. I still got it up. And so I know it's there. I just got to nail down my technique a little bit better. Now going into deadlifts, my best lift. So I was feeling, again, all-time high with the confidence after my great squats and my good benching. Was feeling really good for going into deadlifts. Opened with 270 kilos or 595 pounds, which is what I opened with last time. Again, wanted to kind of play it safe because I wasn't sure how the fatigue of the heavier squats and the bench was going to affect my deadlift. So I played it pretty safe on this one. But opener moved again like an opener should. 3 white lights, no problems. Second deadlift was 282.5 kilos or 623 pounds. Actually moved better than the opener. 3 white lights, no problem. So going into the third, I thought, hell, let's go for a PR. 292.5 kilos, 645 pounds. And it moved with way more in the tank. Got 3 white lights, no problems. I actually considered taking a fourth, maybe just going for 300. I honestly think 300 kilos is there and it's going to be there next meet. I can guarantee it. So ended the day with a grand total of 1,549 pounds or 702.5 kilos, which was a huge 37.5 kilo PR or 83 pound total PR for me. It was a new Washington State Submaster record. And like I said, finally got that elite total that I had been looking for. My dot score, also 479.53, surprisingly was enough to get me 2 best lifter medals for the open and the Submaster class. So I got 2 best lifter medals. Obviously, won first place in both the open and Submaster 82.5 kilo weight classes. So mission accomplished. I felt great. It was on cloud 9. I honestly couldn't have hoped for a better meet. I learned a lot of takeaways. In fact, I'm so psyched out about this meet that I'm probably going to jump into one almost immediately in February because I know I left some kilos on the platform. And now that I know kind of how to better grip the bar and keep my arm pain at a minimum, I think my bench will finally start seeing some improvement, and we'll see what happens. So I'm already looking at a meet in February. Again, I just want to thank everybody else that helped me out with this meet. My wife and Mila, my daughter, both came to cheer me on at the meet, which was really cool. My Dan Almua came to help handle me and did a great job helping me warm up. And, so appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Thank you to Ryan and everybody at Dungeon Fitness for putting on yet again another fantastic meet. Just want to, of course, thank Chad, Marissa, Juggernaut Training Systems, my sponsor, and also my Juggernaut teammates for always keeping me motivated, cheering me on. And also want to thank my other sponsor, Performance IQ, and Barefoot Shoes. If I've missed anybody, my apologies. I'll get you next time. And look for me to hit the platform again in February. Again, I'm Aaron Madriaga, Aaron.Danger on Instagram. You can follow my progress. Otherwise, check out Juggernaut AI, and you will not be disappointed. Aloha.
First, you tell the system about yourself, biological stats, how often you want to train, your history as a lifter, lifestyle factors, and when your meet is. Next, the system uses that information to calculate how much training you need to progress and how much training you're likely able to recover from. Our system individualizes your training at many levels: your training volume, what frequency of squat, bench, and deadlift you need, how long you should spend in each phase of training, what style of periodization is best suited to help you, and which exercises will best address your unique weak points. And the program keeps adapting to your feedback. Each day, you tell the program how you're feeling with a short questionnaire that helps the program grow with you by making adjustments. Pre-session, intra-session, session to session, week to week, block to block, program to program. Juggernaut AI creates a program that is right for you. Whether you're big or small, young or old, a beginner or been lifting for decades, your program is created just for your needs. Ditch the templates and get the smartest program for you. Juggernaut AI.